Hey guys, it's Angry Admin here, and today I will show you how to upgrade your VDS with PowerShell. So I couldn't find any solid code, so I did my own code, and the first version is a bit lengthy. So somewhere in this video, maybe on the end, maybe in the middle, I will show you how to optimize that code. And as you can see, this quite length code I will reduce to only 3 lines. But for the start, bear with me and I will walk you through that code so you will see my thinking process, and maybe you will use that in the future, some part of that code. Okay, let's do it. First thing to do is to get a list of the switches which are on the old version 6.5.0. As I have a few switches already on the newest version and some switches on the 7.0.0 version, so I'm interested only with the switches with the 6.5 version. So for that is the command get vd switch, and I'm selecting name, version, and the condition where the version is like 6.5.0. Now I will also export that to CSV file, and that's command export-csv, and I have to point to the destination which will be in the temp folder in the CSV file. Of course, typo, you can't avoid this. So this is the file. I hope everyone understands that command. If not, leave the comment down below and I will explain you there. So I need to explain you something here. I'm exporting this inventory to the file because in the next step I'll be importing that inventory, but I will be skipping version, and that's for the PowerShell to find proper switch. Otherwise it would search for a switch which contain name and the version together, and it won't be able to find it. And because I did that way, I put myself in the position that I have to operate on that inventory, and I have to grab that inventory and take only the property name without a version number. So let's see what I did next. And I didn't want to play with any arrays or dictionary or anything, so I choose the easiest option. I create a new variable, VDS switch, and in this variable I will be importing that inventory file which I create in the first line of code, and for that is the command import CSV. And now we have to put a location for the file. So again, it's a temp file and my inventory file, but now is the important. I'll be selecting, so select expand property option, and now that property is name. That will import only column name. Next step is to create variable with the version number which you want to upgrade to. So I call this VDS version and it equals 7.0.2. Now let's check the code if that actually works. So let's play the first line of code, and we see that is executing that code, so it will take a few moments. Now once we have the inventory, let's import inventory with only column name, and let's check if that actually works. So we call that variable, and yes, we have the switches with no version number, which is a desired state. And as a bonus, I wrote a piece of code which will back up my switches configuration. So let's see, we are getting the switches which we have from our inventory file. Of course, it's a dash not underscore name, and now our variable. And now to have backup for every switch separately, we will do the small for each loop, and we will be exporting VD switch. So it's export VD switch and dash VD switch. And now I would like to stop for a while, and as you can see, this symbol $_. This is a variable in pipeline, which you can treat this as a shortcut. If you would like more about it, let me know in the comment section, and I will do a separate video about this variable. It's very interesting, but it's very easy also. Now I want to put a description so I know which backup is for which a switch. So we'll just put the text and backup off, and again we use the shortcut for the variable, so it's just taking the switch, and .name is taking the name of the switch from the list of switches. Again, leave a like, subscribe, and I will do the next video about this variable itself. Now I'm adding destination where the backup is going to be. Of course it will be ctemp file, and now I'm naming the file. So each file will have the switch name on it, and I will add .zip, so it will be in the zip format. I'm adding force because I played with that before, so force will override already existing zip files. Let's test that short script, highlight and run it. And as we can see, the zip files are being created, so I will use some magic and I will speed up the video because it's about 41 VD switches, and I'll be back in a few seconds. And now it's time to upgrade our switches. So let's get the list of the switches again from our inventory list. So get switch name and the variable VDS switch. And now let's set this up. So set dash VD switch dash version, and now variable for the version which we set up on the very beginning of that code. So it's a VDS version. Simply as that. Let's run the code. And as you can see, now my switches are on the 7.02 version, which is great. Now let's think about how we can improve the code, because what I did was I put the inventory to file and I read that file, but how we can optimize the code to work only from RAM? Let's have a look. Let's introduce the new variable. So let's do this VDS 6. Yeah, and now let's get the list of those switch VDSs. Get VDS switch, and now let's have a look. Let's search for the version which we are interested in. So where? Version, like
you're welcome.
Okay, and let's see if that works. So now script running. Okay, and let's read that variable. Yeah, and we have a list of 2 switches. Now what we'll do, we introduce the new version, so VDS 7, and now we just put the number of the version we want the switch to be on. And now let's execute upgrade, simply as that. So VDS 6 Now let's set this up. Set VD switch. Now, which version? And the new version. And this is the whole code, and this is how it will work from RAM without any writing or reading. Simple. If you enjoyed that video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate if you click bell notification button. Let me know in the comment down below if you want to know more about the $_. And don't forget that if you subscribe, you are in the chance of winning free VMware exam voucher. Okay, thank you and see you in the next video. Bye.